So my favorite YouTuber of all time, KSI, has recently got himself in some pretty big drama, and that's the #1 KSI fanboy on planet Earth, really. Name a bigger fan than I am when it comes to KSI. You can't name any, because it's me. So do you guys remember a few days ago where I talked about, I think the video was called I Can't Believe, no, it's not that one. It's the other one, I Can't Defend Mrbeast Anymore, where we talk about a new product that was done by Mrbeast, Logan Paul, and KSI, which is called Lunchily, which is supposed to replace Lunchables. Granted, I don't think anyone goes to the supermarket, they see a Lunchable, and they're like, this is the healthiest thing you can get. And ever since then, the situation regarding Lunchily and... Who texted me? Oh, it's not my crush, so I don't care. So ever since this situation, KSI has decided to respond. Everybody hates us right now. We're gonna get into it in a bit, but very quickly, something funny that I noticed in that comment section of my video is that people were like, oh, what do you mean this guy? Or he really doesn't know Dantdm? No, I don't like Minecraft, so I didn't watch any Minecraft YouTubers growing up. No hate towards him. Personally, once again, never got into Minecraft content, so I don't know who this guy is. But anyways, let's just get into KSI's video. I'm sure it's a good one.
Without further ado, Lunchily, ladies and gentlemen. Me, Mrbeast, and Logan Paul have launched Lunchily. If you've had Lunchables, this is mainly for my American audience. If you had Lunchables, yeah, I guess they were good at the time. Well, we've made something better. If you don't believe me, try it out for yourself. Let me know what you think.
All right, you know what? I never do this. But if this video does well, let's say, but if this video gets 10,000 likes, I will go try all the different Lunchlys and also get Lunchables and compare them and give a fair, honest answer on God.
Nah, JJ's cooked, bro. And then there's a tweet from Jacksepticeye. You mess with Dantdm, you mess with YouTube. I mean, that's cringe. Anyway, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Hopefully the next few posts should give a bit more context to what's going on. A Dantdm response to JJ and Logan's new announcement. There we go. Here's the context we need. So, obviously released Lunchily, and Dantdm replied. This is what he had to say.
What happened to YouTubers, man? I can't not say anything anymore. This is selling crap to kids who don't know better than to trust the people who are selling it to them.
Dantdm came through with his tweet, so I was like, alright, I gotta reply to this. So this is what I said. Looks like crap to me, while showing his toys that he sold to kids. How does this benefit your fans, Dan? Now, obviously, people didn't realize that I was shining a mirror in his face. Instead, they were like,
wait, you did the same as Dan. You made toys with Tube Heroes.
and yes, that's fair, but I'm not the one complaining.
I definitely do think that this situation is blown out of proportion. The way people are talking about this situation, you'll think fucking KSI, Mrbeast, and Logan Paul kidnapped 20 kids and made them do unspeakable things. No, they're just selling Lunchily. Now, am I a fan of Lunchily? I mean, it looks kind of mid. I haven't tried it. But the way KSI is going about it, I honestly don't blame people for being extremely critical of him, because his video is low-key kind of cringe. Unk, wrap it up. Come on now, it was funny the first time. Now you're overdoing it, and he does this a lot throughout this video. I think the issue here, I don't think it's Lunchily. Think who it's coming from, because it's coming from someone who no one likes right now besides his mama, and that is Mrbeast. It's coming from Logan Paul, a scammer. Not only once, but multiple times. And all the drama he has with Prime. Once again, I do enjoy Prime. When I go and get Prime Energy or just regular Prime, I'm not thinking, yeah, this is the healthiest thing ever. Of course not. And I think most people think like that. You know what you're getting with Prime, with Gatorade, with G Fuel, with Gamer Subs. You know what you're getting. You know what you're consuming. And also because it's coming from Logan Paul, who's an extremely controversial figure. And I think the least controversial out of all of them is KSI. But once again, it's who the product is coming from. And I don't think there could have been the worst timing for this product to come out. I think if this was any other YouTuber, I don't think it will be that controversial. More Mrbeast and Logan Paul. Because KSI is just kind of there. Same thing with Prime. When you think of Prime, you think of Logan Paul. And if you go to the comments just for a second, top comment says, responding to criticism, nah, yapping. JJ slowly getting more triggers throughout the video is hilarious. Bro pushing 40 and crying over criticism. Okay. Why he's fake laughing so much, I'm dead. Yeah, the fake laugh is pretty cringe. Men works with the two most controversial figures on YouTube right now and responds with, they just hate us for no reason. Yeah, that's stupid. Like, how do you not know this is what you're getting into?
He was talking about food, not merchandise and toys.
And I'm like, okay, sure. Let's keep moving the goalposts. But okay, did I reply to this? He was sponsored, then promoted, and made a whole video on Munch Pack, a monthly sub box full of food and candy to his Minecraft audience full of kids. Now what?
That was 9 years ago. And on top of that, it wasn't his own company. He got sponsored by them. I don't give a fuck about any of this. I don't care about, oh, what are you selling your fans? Like, come on. Like, if someone was like, yo, Sensitive, we're about to give you $150,000 if you promote this candy, and the candy is good, right? If I like it, I'll be like, sure, let's do it. Why? Because I like the product. It's a business here. We all gotta eat here. Dan doesn't own the company as far as we know, right? He's just taking a sponsorship, and he took it 9 years ago. The difference here is that you own or you have a share in that company. I'm assuming 33.3%. Yeah, that's your company. There's a difference. Shit, I don't know if these people are still around, but if they sponsor me, I'll take it. Does that mean that I'm selling horrible substances to fucking kids? And something else that I want to point out here that's really pissing me off is that Twitter thinks that you shouldn't give candy to little kids because they're gonna get fat. Everything in moderation. Kids like sweets, and that's okay. I like sweets. I like sour candy. But it's all about how you manage it. Like, if you give a fucking 5-year-old this whole box to eat within a day, yeah, they're gonna get fucking diabetes and fucking get big. So you gotta be a parent and manage it. Like, I hate this whole argument that's going on nowadays that kids are fucking, well, yeah, kids are fucking stupid, but they shouldn't get candy. They should only eat fucking broccoli and water. What? No, let the kids have their Cheetos, their snacks, their fucking Sour Patch Kids. Let them have their fun, but manage it correctly and in correct doses. But granted, if anyone is taking fucking parenting advice from Twitter, that's kind of on you.
Now what? At this point, his fans imploded. Self-combustion occurred on Twitter. And they just didn't know how to react. Some just decided just to be racist.
Alright, can this fucking fake laugh stop? It's starting to really piss me off. Like, goddamn.
When a knicker like KSI does nothing in life and still gets paid for it in something other than welfare food stamps, it's noteworthy. It's like how monkeys in the jungle have started to understand the concept of tools. Brother is just being racist. His audience just didn't know what to do. They couldn't fathom the idea that their beloved Dan was also exactly what he claimed that we were.
I don't want to sound like the nerd emoji, but it's literally not the same thing. And once again, I'm not a fan of either of these guys. Like, I know a little bit more about KSI and his content than I do Dantdm. Bruh, this is kind of a lame response. It's just not the same thing. I guess when you really get into it, it's like everyone's here to get money. That's completely fine. I think the issue, once again, is how unhealthy Lunchily is apparently and who it's coming from. I'm sure if fucking Mrbeast launched this 2 years ago, back when his reputation was perfect, it would have next to no problems. I truly do believe that. It's just not the right time to drop this. And I'm actually curious on how the product is going to do with everything going on right now. And if Twitter talk is going to affect real life sales.
Safe to say he's a hypocrite. But again, they kept moving the goalposts and being like,
Oh, well, Dan only did this once. He's only made a video once about sweeties to his audience, so you're wrong.
I mean, he still did it, but sure. If you just type in Dantdm sweets, there's countless of videos of him eating.
Okay, so let's see these examples. Trying Japanese candy 9 years ago. Super Sour Challenge 8 years ago, 9 years ago. This is not the same thing. Do you guys remember, what was that fucking challenge called? The Chubby Bunny Challenge, where people were shoving marshmallows down their fucking throats. Was that promoting obesity as well? Like, are people not trying to have fun anymore? Like, once again, not content that I really was into at the time, but I could see why this got 35 million fucking views. This was a different time in a different era for YouTube. As far as I know, he's not promoting it. And even if he is, Once again, this is from 10 years ago. So by his logic, we shouldn't be having cooking TV shows or people that try candy or hot ones, because what if someone's finding obesity, guys, and then they see some chicken wings and then that makes them relapse? What are we doing here? It's called self-control, okay? Everyone needs to have it. And I don't see anything wrong with these videos where he's just trying food and not promoting a new product by his own company and 2 other people who are working with him. At the time, who was relevant that was controversial 10 years ago? Onision? Shane? Can you imagine if Dantdm, Onision, and Shane teamed up to put out Lunchily? Like, yeah, that shit would have been extremely controversial.
You know, but again, this was another complaint that I heard a lot. They were like, I'm about to do the voice again.
Well, Dantdm doesn't actually own the sweets, okay? You own Lunchily, so it's not the same.
Okay, cool. Where was the same energy when Ryan Trahan released sweets? Where was the same energy when FaZe Rog released sweets? Now, I'm not throwing them under the bus because I tried both of their sweets and it's fantastic. It's actually one of the best sweets I've had in a long time, especially American sweets. Like, it's a shame that, you know, I can't even get it in England. But anyway, I'm not seeing people going crazy towards them on Twitter. You know why? I've realized why. It's because people just hate us. People just hate us. People hate Logan Paul, okay? They hate Mrbeast and they hate me on Twitter, okay? When it comes to Twitter, Twitter is just a cesspool of the most depressed people on this earth.
People that tweet 30 fucking times on Twitter per day, yeah, they're fucking losers. I don't disagree with you on that one. But JJ, if I could call you JJ, you never really say why people don't like either Logan Paul, Mrbeast, or yourself right now. It was just, they hate us because they ain't us. It's like, but why? Can you please tell us why Mrbeast is so hated right now? Can you please expand on that just a little bit more? I don't know. It's just such an easy cop out to be like, oh, everyone just hates us right now. I don't know why. It's who it's coming from. That's the main issue here. And I found this tweet that I think it's appropriate to share right now. Vsauce made a monthly curiosity boxes and did science show tours. Germa made a monster card game. Ludwig and Donkey are funding video games. People just want shitty kids meals with lead in them. I saw this post and it says, no effing shot, I found KSI on a meme post on Instagram. How fragile is bro's ego? And then Dantdm humiliating YouTube's 3 biggest losers on Twitter with absolute no ease. And then KSI just says cringe. Now, I don't know if this is real, but would I be surprised if it's real? No. This is like when people say, I don't care, but they really do care. I don't care. Oh, my girlfriend's fucking 20 other guys. I don't care. But he's crying every single night. Those type of vibes as well. You could have just ignored this, honestly. KSI is not as important. Not trying to be rude here, but he's not as important as Logan Paul or Mrbeast right now. So I think he could have just sat this one out. There was no need to respond. But yeah, you can tell he's in pain. This is just fake laughing. KSI not cooking with this one.
Mentioning the Logan scam from a year ago and Mrbeast situation from last month, bringing up a harmless Dantdm video from 9 years ago. But I wasn't the one complaining. I'm just replying to Dan. Am I not allowed to reply to Dan? He came at me. Logan Paul and Jimmy's situation isn't to do with me. When I had the whole situation with the P word, I'm not there like, Logan, have my back. Jimmy, where you at? Save me. I had to deal with the situation myself. So what does this mean? The fuck? Those things have nothing to do with me. I'm literally just making a company where I make a product that is better than the competition. And actually, let's take a step back and look at the whole fucking situation. These motherfuckers are complaining about a lunch kit. That's what this whole thing is about. A lunch kit. There's way more crazier things happening in this world, but people want to go in on this lunch fucking kit.
I personally do think this lunch kit is more important than anything that's happened over the last 20 years. More than 9/11, more than the 2020 virus that was going around. I think the Lunchily drama is a million times important, but that's just me personally. Yeah, I mean, the issue here is once again who you're working with. But I'm getting tired of repeating the same shit over and over again because no matter what you say, KSI is never going to change his mind. You can clearly see he's laughing through the pain. I do think it's getting blown out of proportion. If the main target is kids, parents should be able to read it because because they're the ones who are going to pay for it and see if it's good for your son or your daughter, okay? Don't let these fucking YouTubers raise your children. You be a parent, you decide whether you should get it or not. But anyways, with that said, what do you guys think of the situation? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, please. We gotta pass Mr. JJ here. We got like what, 50 million subscribers to go? I think we could do it. Anyways, see ya. Bye.